All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we did start our validating and testing module yesterday. So let's dive in and see exactly where we are today. Now we left off here yesterday, and we're going to pick it up. Let me see where we can start. Okay, so when dealing with machine learning models, it's important to break data up into sections. For example, let's say we have 1,000 examples. We could break this up into 800 examples, which we train our data on, and then test that on the other 200 remaining examples. So if that example, the model has never seen the 200 examples, that will be tested with the 800 examples which we train. This is a very important use of shuffling because with shuffling, we are sure that there is no bias in the way the data set is structured. So let's go down here because we actually ran some code today. Actually, let me go ahead and start compiling that now because you know how that goes. The bigger the sets, the longer it takes. So we're going to do that. This is actually an algorithm we put together to actually train our CSV over in our data preparation file. So we have a training ratio of zero point 0.8. This is where we specify 80% of our training data. We have a validation ratio, val ratio for short, equals zero point 0.1. This is where we specify 10% for validating our data. Then we have a test ratio equals zero point 0.1. And this is where we specify 10% for testing our data. And this is how we actually going to run it. X train equals X integer database set size times training ratio. And that's how we're going to do the first one for the training. We actually did all three of them separately. We did training here, we did the evaluation here, and then we did the testing here. And they're all going to come back as one. And I'm just going to go over all of them at once as soon as it pops up. Let's get and let the data compile on its return. And you know how that goes. We're going to go ahead and open up our plots and close our plots, continue on compiling, and then I'll be able to show you what I need to show you. I'm trying to talk continuously because there is music playing in the background, and I don't want to get the video taken down, or I don't want to get the video to have its sound taken. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fill this dead space while this is compiling. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. Compiling, compiling, compiling. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's the first one. So our file should pop up soon, so I can get it open and close it. There it is. This is our first plot. We're gonna open and close that, and then it should open up our second plot. Open and close that. Now our data can finish compiling, and I can get to the stuff that I need to show you. And again, this is all the hands here right here anyway. These are all the outputs. I just wanted to show you how it gets ran in live time. So yeah, it's not like it's going to show anything new. I just want to actually let you guys get a look for yourself how it compiles and what to expect if you ever actually do this yourself. So you can see, notice that our returns are now in the shape of our training data, the 800 by 8 and the 800 by 1. Now the 800, you recall, is broken up because like we specified earlier, we had 1,000, and 1,000 comes from our 1,000 lines of data in our CSV in the 8 columns. So we broke that up so we can have 800 here, and then we left the last two to test against and validate against. So that's why you see here we have 800 by 8, and then our validation. And you see here it is right here down at the bottom. This is just copied and pasted up here. So you see we have for our validation we have 100 by 8. So that's the one of the hundreds left over from our 1,000. So we have 800, 900, and then we have our last 100 down here in our testing. And that's what we're going to test against. So that's what we did this morning. We just went over the process of actually breaking our data up into sections so it'll be easily to handle, and we can actually test it against itself so it can get experience on learning against data that it's never seen before. But I'm going to keep you guys posted every step of the way as we move forward. As usual, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.